Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago. As it'll be
the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He chucks him aside.
Dunked him.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the catch made by Johnson. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Murphy now operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, they only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Here's Allen. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Young to throw it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Young to throw it. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Murphy. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through.
And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Murphy to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. but it's incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now Allen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake, Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Murphy on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw. Murphy. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the carry, it's Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Allen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Allen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Dawson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Young from the shotgun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Toss play to Jackson. Shoves him away. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That throw by Young incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Back to throw. Murphy. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. 1st down, Young. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now here's Young. Caught by Allen. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw, Young. To Allen on the dump-off. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Young. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And Young's throw there incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, it's Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Right back to him on first down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Allen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Young on third down. Allen's got it complete. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at the 15. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Jackson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Murphy looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Murphy. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This quarterback now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a give, right side, Jackson. And he loses the football a 2nd time, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 30 on second down, Young. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a third down. On play action, Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Murphy, off play action. And his throw here's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And you can bump the lead up to 9. It's 15-6. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. On 1st down, it's Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Young. And this is complete. It's Allen. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. That throw by Young incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Back to throw. Murphy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Young. He's got Allen. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down. It's Allen, and he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Young on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young working out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case,
2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw. Murphy. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 22. On first down, Jackson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
1st and 10, Young. It's caught. Smith. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He's got Smith here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Eagles hustling to the line. Clock rolling. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. He's back to throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run the draw play. Allen. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They stay on the ground with Allen. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Young on 4th down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Let's go, baby.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Young. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And this one complete to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City town, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it